Hello everyone, welcome to AY Tutorials. Today we are going to study herbs as a raw materials. Herbs, how we are going to use them as a raw material. So let's get started. First of all, do you know what is herb? It consists of an entire plant or any part of the plant like leaves, flowers, fruits, roots and rhizomes, bark, tubers, stems and branches. So these herbs is the entire plant or the parts of a plant. We are going to use them as a herb. Then what is herbal drug? They consist of a plants or any part of a plant, usually unprocessed or crude form, or that is crude drug, which have medicinal value. Means we are going to select certain plants and we will use them, the specific part of their plant, and we will use them as a drug, that is herbal drug, but it may be a unprocessed form. They include different parts of a plant like entire aerial part, flowers, fruits, seeds, bark, leaves, roots, rhizomes, etc. The constituents and their therapeutic activity may be known or unknown. So we are going to use the specific part of a plant, but their the constituents and their therapeutic activity will be not known for that to the patient. Then herbal drug preparation. How we are going to prepare that herbal drug? They are processed form of a herbs. So we are going to process the herbs to form a specific drug. They are derived from the herbal drugs by the various techniques like extraction, fractionalization, purification, concentration, fermentation, and may be in the form of powders, extracts, tinctures, fixed oils, volatile oils, resins, gums, etc. These are the processes, that is extraction, fractionalization, purification, concentration, fermentation. These are the processes through which we are going to extract that drug from the plant. They contain a mixture of various constituents. However, pure isolated compounds do not come under this category. They are having a lot of constituents, but a pure isolated compounds are there, they do not come under this category. Herbal medicinal products or finished herbal products, these are the medical products which contain exclusive herbal drugs or herbal drug preparations which are made from one or more herbs. It includes the various herbal formulations like tablets, syrups, capsules, semi solid dosage forms, etc. They may contain excipients in addition to active ingredients. These herbal products, they are in the various forms like tablets, syrups, capsule, and semi solid forms are also there, and they are also having the excipients with the active ingredient, that is API. Then fixed combination. These herbal medicinal products, they contain more than one herbal preparations. Sources of herbs. Herbs or the medicinal plants, they can be obtained from two sources: wild sources and cultivated sources. Wild sources means we are going to have those herbs from the forest, and cultivated sources means we are going to cultivate those plants who actually needed for the medicinal purpose. So these wild source and cultivated source, these are the main two sources of herbs or the medicinal plants. Okay, let's see what comes under the wild source. The plants are obtained from the wild sources like forests, plains, river banks, etc., where they are found in their wild form. Collection from the wild sources is suitable for the plants which are abundant in nature and are easily available. These wild sources, they are abundant in nature as they are found in the forests and all these things, and they are suitable of plants for the medicinal purpose which are abundant in nature, and so they can be easily available. Obtaining the herbs from a wild source is easy economical, less time consuming, and has decreased cost of labor. However, it also offers a various disadvantages like quality of the plants cannot be predicted due to the various environmental changes. So the herbs which are going to obtain from the wild source, they are very easy uh, to consume, they are easy or economic, and they are less time consuming, but also we are not going to cultivate them, so we will not predict the quality of that herbal products or herbal plants. The plants will not be uniform in their growth and yielding characteristics. As we know that there are certain environmental changes will be also there, so they are not uniform in their growth and yielding characteristics. The modern scientific techniques cannot be applied to increase the yield as well as the quality. If the plants are obtained continuously from the wild sources for prolonged periods, it may lead to depletion of raw material from the wild. See, this is very common that if we are going to obtain those wild sources continuously, then at one point they will deplete, no? Because we are not going to cultivate them again and again, and so depletion can be occur. Then cultivated sources. In recent times, the medicinal plants have been systematically cultivated by applying the modern scientific techniques. So, in this type of cultivated sources, we are going to cultivate them by using the modern scientific techniques. Obtaining the herbs from cultivated sources offers a various advantages which are as follows. It is having the various advantages like quality and purity is ensured, better yield and more profit, ensures a regular supply of the raw material, and application of modern scientific techniques is possible. See, whatever the herbal plants or the that crude drugs we are going to cultivate, they are having the quality and purity because we are going to cultivate them, and we know that what quality we are going to cultivate. Then also it having a better yield, so more profit is there. And because we are going to cultivating them again and again, so it will ensure the regular supply of the raw material. Okay, then selection of herbs. How we are going to select those herbs? The species or the botanical variety selected for the cultivation, it should be same as specified in the official pharmacopoeia. See, we are going to select this herbal drug for the cultivation, and it must be specified in the pharmacopoeia or the national documents. In case of newly introduced medicinal plants, the variety selected for the cultivation should be identified and documented. Uh, so, if in case of the newly introduced medicinal plants, variety will be also there, so it will be selected for the cultivation, and that must be identified and documented there. Identification and authentication of the herbal materials. Botanical identity. The species, subspecies, genus, variety, etc. of the plant for cultivation should be verified from a qualified botanist or institute and recorded. Then specimens will be there. In case of the new plant with the medicinal properties whose identity is not known, a specimen of a plant should be submitted to a regional national herbarium for the identification and documentation. See, if we are having the species which are not known, then we are going to submit it to the regional national herbarium for the identification and also documentation. Then seeds and other propagation materials. The suppliers of the seeds and other propagation materials should specify all the necessary information relating to the identity, quality, as well as their breeding history. The seeds and the propagation material should be free from the contamination and diseases in order to promote a healthy plant growth. Then cultivation of the medicinal plants. The cultivation of medicinal plant requires the intensive care and management as the various factors such as environment, soil, irrigation, pests, etc. play a vital role. These factors vary from one plant to the another plant. So there are some environmental factors. They will be managed very well, and they can be vary from the plant to plant. The scientific documented method should be followed. If no data is available, traditional methods should be adopted, and systematic method should be developed through the research. Good agriculture practices in the cultivation and conservation agriculture, which aims to improve, conserve, and make more efficient use of the natural resources. So we are going to have GAP and CA. We will search those things in this two things, and we are going to cultivate those medicinal plant. Here we have finished this video. This was the first video of the pharmacognosy. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to the AY tutorials. Thank you.